Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing 33 Plays Shadowrun Hong Kong. I'm Stealwing 33 and hello everybody. How's it going? This video is going up a little late today because I've actually been feeling a little down today. It's I don't normally let it get in the way of my work, but every now and then I start feeling a little blue. So happened today. I didn't get the video up in time, but hopefully it gets up on Monday, today, I guess it's today because it's like 2 in the morning right now. And hope you guys are enjoying this wonderful little foray into Shadowrun here. I've been having fun. I had somebody else posted a comment on the last video, the one before this one, the tech murder one. That was pretty fun, but we'll see. Porter Lamb at your service, the elders told me you'd be coming. They tell you what happened to Tong. He got killed earlier tonight. Killed. Ha, that's rich. Killed is when a BTL head sticks a knife in you for your cred stick, or the cops put 2 in your chest for not kissing up hard enough. This is something else entirely. This isn't killed, this is slaughtered like a fattened calf. Watch yourself, it's a goddamn mess. Alright, sounds good. But yeah, I am enjoying it. Oh, God. Tong Sensory Carnival looks like a scene out of a B-grade slasher sim. The cloying scent of incense hangs thick and pungent in the air, emanating from the small shrine in the corner of the shop. Unfortunately, does not cover up the reek of death and clotted blood. Despite the ragged remains of Elder Tong littering the floor, the rest of the shop appears to be in good order. At least at first glance, nothing broken, tipped over, or otherwise ransacked. As you're about to step further into the room, you glance at the ceiling and walls. The blood from Tong's body isn't just confined to where his remains lie. Drying blood is spread about the walls and ceiling as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. Let's check out the body, I guess. Tong's body is a ruined mess. The destroyed ruin of his face is barely recognizable, and what is left of his body would be best described as savaged. All of his limbs have been torn off, and a pile of flayed skin lies next to the remains of the Wampoan elder. Wampoan's clothing has all but been reduced to rags and tissue by cuts and tears apparently sustained during the flaying. At this point, the only thing holding what's left on his body is a semblance of human form, is the hair-thin fiber optics of his cyberware. Ugh. Sweet heavens, Stealwing 33. I haven't seen anything like this since Auntie Wong tried to stash some cred sticks in a devil rat's nest. It took a lot to turn my stomach, but we sure have a winner today. This is seriously messed up. Ugh. That's, yeah, let's have Gobbet check out the body. The boss, man, this is going to be unpleasant. Gobbet closes her eyes, taking a deep breath, and after a moment she opens them again and makes a strange grunting noise. There's no fear here, Stealwing, no anger either, just this sort of satisfied feeling. Tong never saw it coming, and whoever did it was professional about it. Which is pretty odd, because nobody's professional about eviscerating a body as far as I know. I mean, a murder wasn't some sort of kind of animal attack. I don't know why the killer was after Tong, but it definitely wasn't any kind of mindless creature, or even someone particularly passionate. It was someone who planned this and executed it and was glad about it. I don't know, it kind of feels like this was just business as usual. Whew, that's terrifying. Yeah, yeah, I was laying in bed and I decided I needed to get up and do work, so, now we're here. Hey, Stealwing 33. I don't know a whole lot about science and all that, but I know that blood looks like when it hits a wall. This isn't natural. Someone deliberately smeared blood all over these walls. See how it looks like it's got paint trails? That's because somebody used Tong's parts like a brush. So they painted the wall with his blood? Why? Do I look like a psychologist to you? Maybe because they're a freak. Maybe they're one of those sick serial killers that sees their murders as art? I got no clue. All I know is what normal blood looks like on a wall, and this ain't it. Some people have a bad grasp of art. I know this guy named in Quan Tung, who used to make music out of stray radio static and panic button calls. Called it Crisis Wave. It was awful. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird day. I spent a lot of it. My brother had work all day, so I spent a lot of it, like, alone, hanging out on the couch, and I don't know. I've been having a weird day the last couple of, like a weird couple of weeks, actually. I don't know, it's just been weird. This is a Yamaha 95,000V SimSynth. It is a device for mixing and mastering SimSense chips. Several drive bays are empty, and all of the chip jacks are empty. The screen is flashing a repeated error message. Warning. Requested files cannot be found. Please return drives to bay and try again. Isabel rattles out some commands on the SimSynth's keyboard, stepping away. That's like a tongue twister. Stepping away after a few seconds with a look of satisfaction. There, I've put the drive warnings on suspend. Then diagnostic mode only, though. Maybe we'll learn something, maybe not. Yamaha Sim OS 5.25 diagnostic. Okay. Big core dump, please wait. It's like Tong was cooking some BTLs here. He's hacked the peak control output cutoffs. The delta levels on sim chimps are usually about 4 to 5, 6.5 for Cal Hots. His delta peaks were pushing 12. That's brain-burning territory, Stealwing. And all the drives and chips those BTLs were stored on are missing. I never liked Tong, but it wasn't because he was a bad guy. I just didn't like any of the elders. But if he was cooking chips at Delta 12, maybe he burned somebody he shouldn't have. Maybe they flipped their lid and came after him, or a relative did. The metahuman brain can't handle this kind of output. It'll shut down after a few of these. Interesting. There's a desk fan, the most powerful of all tools. Tong's desk drawers are open, and the safe that's built into one side has been opened. There's no sign of tampering, and the green light next to the word unlocked is blinking. Whoever opened this safe did it with a key fob. Inside are several blank cred sticks, but no sign of any with money on them. Looks like someone looted a stash. A guy like this wouldn't keep only empty cred sticks in his safe. Alright, check the bathroom. So, it looks like there's something else going on here. Tong's bathroom is immaculate. The drains are tiny. Whatever killed him didn't exit through there. Alright. Well, so we learned that they stole stuff from him. They took the cred sticks from his safe, and they took the SimSense chips from his machine. Hey, stranger. Nice to see you. Zippy Toe Tang at your service. How are you liking Wampoa Garden? Stealwing 33. Nice to meet you, Zippy. Nice to meet you, too. Listen. I know it's a little forward of me to just say hello and whatnot, but I'm interested in giving you a hand if I can. Zippy gestures to an expansively at the squalid, neon-lit streets of Wampoa Garden. This is my home, at least for the time being, and I'd like to stop these killings. We've never met before this, but I know exactly who you are. You're my replacement. The elders had me autopsy what's left of Elder Gan and Elder Nakamura after they got ripped apart. I didn't want to dig any deeper. So, since I know you, and I can smell a Shadowrunner a mile away, you've got to be the outsider they asked me to stop the killings, right? Zip tilts its head back, obviously pleased at its amateur deduction. Very astute, that's right. See, I got good eyes. A lot of good eyes, actually. If you're in the market for replacements, only slightly used. And they only come from certified donors, I swear. A hearty belly laugh erupts from the orc, and he slaps his thighs. Man, I killed myself. Make a joke like that again? Maybe I'll kill you first. Okay, I got the message. No more bad jokes. I know I'm no comedian. I'm one of the only trained surgeons around here, and I keep the other Wampoans healthy. Gotta practice down the road. Blind Chen's a pretty good cyber doc, but he's basically an implant specialist. That's it. Alright, how'd you end up here? I did my residency back in UCAS. Could have become a real MD too, if things hadn't gone south for unrelated reasons. Revealing cyberdeck, he pats it proudly. I also deck a little, but I'm better at slicing skin than I see. Wampoa Garden seems a good fit for me. Alright, alright, you got a lot of customers? That's the chip truth. I have to charge to cover my costs and eat, but it's damn near free service. There's always a waiting list, but it's good, honest work. I like helping the neighbors and the community with all the other blah, 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 blah. That kind of community is rare as gold these days. How many places have an ethos like us? Not the damn corpse, that's for sure. I've lived a lot of places, done my fair share of shadowrunning, but this place is special. It's been a long time since I felt like anywhere was a real home. Zippy looks down off past you towards the Wampoa Garden streets. His expression grows wistful, like he's remembering something from a long time ago. I'm sure I'll move again, but not for a while. I'm not done with this city or these people. Alright, so it's fairly peaceful around here, for the most part, other than these killings. We don't have much by the way of problems. We do information security for the triads, and that makes us fairly impervious to anyone who wants to start trouble. Anyone starts something, we hit them in the Matrix, while our Triad friends hit them in meat space. Some small-time gangs have tried pushing in here before, but they backed off when they figured out they weren't just picking a fight with Tang and his guys, but with both the Red Dragon and the Yellow Lotus. They got the message real quick. What's left of them anyway? Alright, tell me about Wampoa Gardens. Sure thing, what do you want to know? What are your thoughts on these murders? Pretty gruesome business. Gan died from a broken neck. Looked like someone had wrenched it around, and his arms and legs were cut off. Some skin flayed away too. Nakamura had his throat ripped out by someone with pretty sharp teeth. At first I thought it was devil rats, but the teeth marks were all from something with a humanoid jaw. I didn't look at Yatunde. From what I saw at the distance, it was the same story. Didn't see much point. I'd seen it twice already. As for Tong, a reporter told me it was Gan and Nakamura all over again. Take a look at him. Yeah, it was the same as you described. Alright. Damn, I like Tong. The BTL business is unsavory, but the man has to eat, and his regular sims were great. Generally all around nice guy, friendly with everyone, never had anyone mad at him. There ain't no justice, let me tell you. Alright, what can you tell me about the others? Well, they're an eclectic bunch, that's for sure where to start. NG's the spiritual leader. Okay, yeah, we knew that. Cool. Ip's the muscle, we knew that as well. Okay, what about Tang? I don't know much about him. I've got some kind of fetish for automation. Had him cooing over some trids of automated delivery drones in a warehouse once. He works with drones, has a shop called the Blessed Auto Fab. He was raving about the efficiency of the movement patterns or something. You already know about Tong, ran Sims, BTL chips, skull chips. Gan used the city planner before he had a nervous breakdown and got involved in statistical analysis. Nakamura came from Fukuoka, and was interested in entertainment, trade mostly. Spent a lot of time analyzing subliminals and ads. And then there was Magpie. He was the chief decker, hot as hell against IC, and built her own hardware. Salty old woman, though. Never met anyone who was quite as shrill and nasty as she was mad. She was mad most of the time. Alright. Wait, nobody mentioned Magpie to me. She didn't. Maybe a month ago, she just up and disappeared. Went to her shop one day, and she just wasn't open. Nobody's seen her since. Kind of a pain in the ass, too. She owed me some new analysis software she picked up. Never heard of Magpie either. Just one of the newer Wampoans. If she's a decker, she would have replaced Elder Gao. No surprise there. Gao was older than Qin Shi Huan Gidi. It's Terracotta Warriors. There we go. Qin Shi... I'm not going to bother. When I was learning decking from him, he could barely get out of bed. Still fast as hell in the Matrix, though. Alright. It's a stupid name. Doesn't actually have much to do with the time spent in the community. That has something to do with it for sure. It's mostly about how skilled you are, how good your connections are, and how much you can help everyone else. Should have called them experts or something. Bingo! That's exactly right. She was only here for about 3 years, but she knew a lot of people over the Matrix in Shanghai and Beijing. All kinds of places. That plus her skill meant she was a shoo-in when Gao died. Alright, why did she disappear? No idea. One day she was here, the next, poof. At first I thought she was on vacation, since she had mentioned wanting to see Kingdom of Hawaii someday. It didn't feel right. She would have at least told me something, told me she was leaving. Seems mighty suspicious to me. Nobody else seems to care about what happened to her, probably because she pissed them off too bad. Alright, is there any place I should start looking? I want to check her shop. It's all locked up, but the other elders have a spare key. Couldn't hurt to look, and even though Magpie was always butting heads with the other elders, wouldn't have any reason not to let you in. Alright, what do you mean by they were button heads? Magpie and the others never saw eye to eye. She was contrary for the sake of it. Most of the rest had grand visions for what they wanted this neighborhood to become. Magpie just wanted a deck. She was the only an elder because they needed someone with her matrix chops. The last big argument they had was between NG, IP, and Nakamura. NG, IP, and Nakamura. It was over something relatively trivial. I think Nakamura wanted to expand the pirate trade business into the Matrix. She just absolutely refused. Yeah, that one. That's exactly it. She gave Nakamura an earful, let me tell you. She said something about not using up valuable bandwidth for trivial entertainment bullshit. Anyway, I went from there into this rant about how she wasn't going to let Tang expand his drone business any further because it would get too much megacorp attention. They accused her of blocking them just because she could, which is probably true. Lots of screaming. Okay, what do you mean? Everybody needs her matrix skills for the business to run properly. There are other deckers, me, Say, or Joe, me, Say, or Mo Jinebi. Jinbe? I don't know. But she had the infrastructure, and if their projects didn't interest her, she wouldn't even give them the time of day. She had a real hard head about giving her time wasted, when she figured she's not interested in something that's got no value objectively, kind of a major blind spot, if you ask me. Okay. Alright, cool. That was interesting. I think we learned a lot right there, actually. This is an intriguing mission. We're not really fighting a whole lot, and I didn't really expect to fight a whole lot, which might have been, a poor choice for what to pick for my let's play. But whatever. Yeah, why don't you tell me about Elder Magpie? Archer for the Wampoans is related to your investigation, and before the killings began, I'm certain she's just off sulking somewhere. No doubt she'll come waltzing back next month, all full of attitude that life dared to go on without asking her permission. If she does, we'll welcome her back. Despite her problems with her behavior, her skills make her extremely valuable. I've taken over maintenance of our Matrix infrastructure in her absence, but I'm nowhere near her level. The best I can do is ensure nothing breaks down until she returns. Alright. I like to look around her shop. Yes, but there's a lot of sensitive equipment in there, including our community servers. Don't let anyone who's not one of the Wampoan elders in there. Oh, well, shit. Okay, fine. I guess I don't really need to do that. Alright, see you later, dick. I mean, we could break in, right? You think we could break in? There are other people to talk to, but I'm more interested in. I want to speed it up a little bit. This man is a tired look. Okay, let me guess. You're the freelancer for the elders. That's right. Who are you? Call me Demerigo. I'm one of the Wampoans. Been here long enough. Long enough that they don't think twice about me being here. So what have you found so far? What's it to you? Show courtesy. This will be the New York Police Department as part of their Thaumaturgical Research Division. If I'm not mistaken, thaumaturgical is like some sort of... It's got something to do with like metals, but I don't know what it is offhandedly. Part of the SCI branch. Except I did the magical investigations while the other guys pulled prints and checked blood samples. When you hear about shit like this happening, you may ground old habits, you know? Alright. Seems like you're more cut up for this job than I am. Elder NG asked me to look into the killings after the first murder. She couldn't afford my fee, though, so I passed. It's not just the money either. See that stuff day after day, you pay a price. It's eats away at you. Alright. Alright, this guy's just old cop stuff. All things considered, that could be useful. Sure, if you're appraising antiques or trying to find where a lost cat went, but turning that on a murder scene is an invitation to horrors beyond imagination. I can read objects. It's called psychometry. A little trick I managed to pick up. I don't really know how I hold something. Tell you what happened to it, who owned it, how it killed someone, if someone loved it, or if it was afraid of it. Useful, but it'll tax your heart. And before you ask, no. I'm not going to read anything you find. I already told NG I don't want any part of this. You want advice? I'll give you that. Alright, Just caught by surprise. That's not what I would have expected with the amount of mess in that scene. The victim should have left behind a hell of a lot of fear and pain. Are you sure? Very sure. Tong died tonight, so the astral signature hasn't had time to fade. Alright. It sounds like this wasn't a crime of passion. A planned attack would have that kind of resonance. In my experience, it's possible to gore show is to throw off anyone looking for actual reasons. Yeah, if I wanted to kill someone and get away with it, I try to point fingers at some kind of monster. Here's the simplest explanation, but don't discount other possibilities. Okay? Ask yourself, if the mutilation happened after Tong's death, why would a killer perform that kind of ritual? Serial killers who engage in that kind of ritual don't feel perfunctory about it. In my experience, it tends to feel more like they're taking communion. It's a religion or a sexual feeling most of the time. If this didn't feel that way, I don't think the killer's actually pathological. Oh, interesting. I mean, I kind of put that together by the fact that all those data sticks were missing. Oh, the game was the first to go, then NG. Yeah, we know all this. Yep, we know all that. Okay. Hey, look at that. Investigate the parking garage. Find out what the red spear gangers know. Okay, let's go. We'll go take care of that then. Alright, I'll see you later. Parking garage, huh? Let's go check that out. Maybe we'll get into a fight before this episode ends. That'd be nice. Get a little bit of action going. Oh, hey, dirtbags. That's far enough, guy. The woman hefts her weapon, tossing a nod towards the gangers behind her. This lot's our turf. If you're looking for a fix, you're welcome to trade. If you're here for business, clear the hell out. You try and wander around on our turf, we're gonna have an air on you. Well, let's take a look at what they got first. Before we do anything, let's look at their drugs. Alright, fuck that. You know, the BTLs you're selling look an awful lot like they came from Tong's shop. Yeah, so what? Why do you care? Must have gotten them recently. How'd you know Tong was dead? Stole these from Tong's. Yeah, I guess that's fair. It's like this. Broken Thumb's UN was walking down the street and sees this guy going in Tong's joint right at closing time. Tall guy, hunched over. Had this shitty grain rain poncho draped over him. Now, UN figured that was weird as hell. So, posts up and waits. He figures the guy'll come out soon, because Tong's closing up shop. Nothing. 15 minutes. 15 whole minutes. Guy comes out, hustles down the street, like nobody saying boo. I figured he was waiting for an ebb in the crowd. UN sees some blood smeared on the door, though, so he goes and checks it out. Inside, total carnage. But you know what? Tong's not going to be using his gear anymore, so what the hell? UN jacks a lot of it. That's pretty cold. So sleeping in the street, or going hungry, or selling BTLs. It's the life we got. And that's the way it is. Anything else? What happened in the fight here? As far as I know, some police showed up looking for somebody. They got in here. All of them got killed. Whoever they were after was long gone by the time we showed up. Used to be a lot of Wampoans living here. They cleared out, muttering about ghosts and shit like that. Alright, have you heard anything else about the murders? Not much I can tell you, though. We've got a guy named Kang, and he was down in the storm drain system last week. Something was moving down there, big too, man-sized, but it wasn't speaking any language Kang understood. Kid beat feet. Alright. Almost might have a key to the storm drain. That guy named Porter Lamb, who's got keys to pretty much everything, he's somewhere between a cop and a handyman. Ewan also mentioned some elf woman with crazy colored hair who managed to scam a key. Sure, I'll see you later. I got no reason to really fight these guys. And if they're not going to pick a fight with me, I don't see any reason to pick a fight with them. That's what I'm going to go with on this one. There's a lot less action-packed than I was expecting. That's Demerigo. Are you the guy that I need to talk to? Otherwise, I'll just ask the elders about it. Rico Hui, Zed Zippy, Porter Lamb. There we go. Oh, hey, Porter. Went through Tonk's things. Do you have a key to the storage drain? Sure. Why do you ask? Drop a gun down the grate or something? Following up on the lead on the killer. In that case, take the damn key. You'll have to forgive me if I don't want to go down there with you. Porter peels an antique Yale-style key off of his key ring and hands it to you. Knock yourself out, man. There's an entrance up by the Jade Mountain restaurant. Can't miss it. Alright, cool. See you later. Let's go investigate, shall we? There we go. I see it. We'll pop downstairs into the storm drain, and then we'll see what we find, and then we'll poke around a little bit. Oh, there's something. What's that? The disgusting pile of stinking human remains smells strongly of blood in the first stages of decay. The arms, legs, and organs have been heaped together like stacked firewood, leaking blood and gore across the floor. Whoa. The parts contained therein appear to be sliced away from the parent body rather than torn or bitten. Judging by the clean edges of the cut, a blade was used. It's a whole lot of mess, Stealwing. You think the killer stashed these here? They're stacked like they've been organized. This our killer, all right. And close to the pile, one part stands out. It's a severed forearm, and it's covered in tattoos. Word in a Slavic language and shining lighthouse adorn the forearm, and ring-like images are linked on each finger. On the back of the hand, there's a skull inside a square. Whoever owned this arm isn't likely to be a Wampoan, as the tattoos look like they were poorly drawn and inked by hand rather than a machine, most likely Russian criminals. Alright. I'm a little scared. I'm expecting Killer Croc. Despite the darkness, you see something glittering on the edge of the drain. And closer, it appears to be a necklace of some kind. Become caught in the strange... let's take it. Lifting the necklace out of the drain, you turn it over in your hand. It's a simple silver pendant. Alright. That belonged to Magpie. Yeah, I skipped that part, but apparently that necklace belonged to Magpie. Shit, yeah, I caught that right at the very end. Oops, my bad. I do that sometimes. I like don't read the end of the last like word in a sentence. As you round the corner, you hear voices speaking just loudly enough for you to make them out coherent sentences. The speakers are definitely not local. They speak with a slight Slavic accent, and their clothing is heavily armored. Around them are a number of crates and boxes, all mostly filled. Looks like the group is packing up. Yaroslav says the boat will be ready tomorrow morning. He's gotten everything arranged with the Port Authority. We moved the goods to his warehouse, and we'll handle loading them onto the ship, and we can get paid right then and there. I'm glad we're to be done with this filthy place. I will too. I hate having to hide in these damn drains. It stinks down here. I can hear the devil rats running down the walkway. It's a mess. It's disgraceful. We shouldn't have to put up with this bullshit. And Alexander still isn't back from his little trip. You'll have to leave him behind if he doesn't get back soon. I know, Galina. Until Andrei says we're in the clear from the Triads, we can't be seen with the goods on the street. They'll find us. We go back to Vladivostok in sausage casings. Those red dragons Mudaki don't screw around when it comes to protecting their turf. Who knows? Maybe Alexander was stupid and they caught him. Either way, we'll have to lug this crap through the drains with a few clicks. The orc woman sniffs the air suspiciously and her eyes dart towards the dark tunnel you stand in. Where you have a chance to get out of sight, she locks eyes with you. Oh, is it fight time? Whatever year, the curious little pest. Come looking for things that don't concern him. What do we do with little pest, Galina? We break them, Vasilisa, and then we hammer a spike through each of their throats so anyone who sees their bodies knows not to meddle in our affairs. You start a fight, we're going to have every drone and cyber junkie on the streets crawling up your ass. You think we're afraid of those little worms? You think we're afraid of you? Don't make me laugh. We could be out of here before they realize you're missing. You think those crazy chipheads would give a shit about what happened down here? I don't think so. Make a move, shithead. Give me a reason to put you down. You thugs think you're so hard. I kill trash like you every damn day. This murder in the Wampoan elders. You think I give a shit about what you're doing down here? None of that concerns me. Why the hell should I let you live? Try it and I'll feed your face to your friend over there. You think I'm scared of you? If you aren't, you're an even bigger idiot than you seem. Stand down or face the consequences. Shit. You don't care about what we're doing? I have a job to do. This is incidental. What do you want from us? Tell me about the murders that I might not know? You think we get out a lot? I wouldn't have even known there were murders if I hadn't bothered to come out to get some soy calf last week. It's none of our business. It's not our problem. I like it that way. Where was your friend heading when he disappeared? He found a key card for a stock room located behind Mr. Yang's Jade Mountain restaurant. To check it out, we thought there might be something valuable in there. A little extra money for our time spent down here in the drains, eh? Have another key card to the stock room? Yes, there were several of them in a box. We just popped the lock off and took them all. Here, we don't have time for this. I'll play detective. Go right ahead. I mean, alright, cool. Let's just get out of here then. Fuck you guys. Let's talk to this guy, though. Let's tell him that those people are down there. Oi. No, wait. Can we go to the elders and tell them that there are people down in their sewers? I hope we can. That'd be pretty great. I think it'd be really funny. Oi! Oi, elder guy. I found this. That's definitely belonging to Magpie here. Take the key to her shop. Just don't break anything and don't shut off the servers. Is there anything else? When did you let the HKPF down there? Generally don't let the police into Wampoa Gardens, it's true, but in this case we made an exception. The police were very polite and offered to look the other way. Okay. They also made it clear that if we refuse, they might not only take an interest in our deals with the pirates, also call the Special Duties Unit, force their way in. We have repelled the Hong Kong police force before, but when they've tried to push us around. Okay, well, who were they here for? Didn't say, and we didn't ask. Okay. Why'd you let them in? Okay, I'll be going. I can't tell them. But we gave them the necklace, and we got a key to Magpie's place. But I will go ahead and investigate those things on the next episode, I guess, because we've been going for about 30 minutes, and it's about time for us to call it quits for this episode. So thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, let me know. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And if you really like what you saw, leave a like. It helps the channel grow. It helps me out a great deal. And of course, with that, thank you all for watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!